Welcome to Ypsilanti, Michigan, home to the Eastern Michigan Eagles. As we'll see a squad from the back, the UMass Minutemen, taking on the 19th ranked team in the land, the Eastern Michigan Eagles. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Eastern Michigan ready to kick it off and get this game going. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He's out of bounds at the 27-yard line to a couple extra yards of field position for this offense to start. The Minutemen offense takes the field and they'll go to work first. And Jesse, the man in the backfield today, not necessarily a superstar. They'll just try to have him grind out the tough yards when they need it.
He needs to be solid in this game. He doesn't need to be a Heisman Trophy winner today for them to win, but he has to get the yards when they present themselves. Take what the defense gives him, and you cannot turn the ball over.
Nah, you got to hold on to that rock, but it would be nice. I think this offense would really open up with some more consistency at this spot. Now, a running back they can really depend on. He becomes that guy. If he can grow into that, this offense can take that next step.
You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play. And here comes the offense on second down. Back to throw, it's Nicholson. Rushes on him. UMass has a long, long way to go here on third down. Gets the back moving. Defense playing a bail technique. On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Makes the grab. He'll take it up to the 45-yard line. They stop him and knock him out of bounds. UMass will line up to punt it away. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. Fields the punt and tries to work it the other way. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. So Eastern Michigan's offense will go to work for the first time today. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches need.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're... games like this. Be interesting to see what they do today.
Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground. Gets it out to the 27-yard line, and they'll move the chains for a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Looking to throw on first down. Quick strike complete. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. And the Eagles will snap it on 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Lost, the defense is wide open. There he goes. Touchdown, Eastern Michigan. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Man, oh man, when you got a weapon like that, you got to find him and you got to give him the ball in space. You have some plays on your play sheet, and some of them just say, that guy, get him the ball, let him do the rest. Dangerous weapon out of the backfield, catching the football, making the big play.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The UMass offense returns to the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Looking for room. It's good. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They feed him again. Nice move there. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. UMass now faces a 3rd and short. He'll go to the sneak.
When you're a defensive lineman, you're trying to get underneath the offensive lineman as fast as possible, dive in there and create like a pile in the backfield where the quarterback can't move his feet. Because you see the quarterback on QB sneaks, grabs the football and tries to just keep his feet moving and just try to get an inch or a yard, whatever it takes. But the defensive linemen have to do a good job of getting in the backfield.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. To the air. It's Nicholson. Quickly out to the tight end. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. This UMass offense is moving quickly down the field. Off play action on first down. Makes a connection. And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21. They say success rate can be picking up about 4 or so on first down, 1st and 10. Breaks the tackle. Running behind those pads, he gets a couple before he's stopped at the 18. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Wants to go up top. Unloads to the right. He's got it. And he will score. Touchdown, UMass. Extra point here will tie the game.
I think the days of running backs just running downhill are out the window. You better be able to do this. You see the playmakers, slip him out of the backfield, throw him the football. He'll handle the rest, get in the end zone for the touchdown.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. Wide receiver going in motion. Looking to throw on first down. That's caught. It's Johnson. He's across the 30 and out of bounds at the 31-yard line. The Eagles with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Back to pass. Finds the tight end. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Rides the back on the option, the give. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. And the Eagles with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They'll move the wide receiver. Running back searching for a hole. This time the defense was ready and they stop him in his tracks.
It's a bad sign on offense when you have that many people running free at your running back. That means guys up front aren't getting their blocks. Just too many hats getting to the ball carrier. I love his effort, making multiple guys miss, but still, it's a negative play.
False start on offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Makes the catch. It's great. And he steps out of bounds, and that's going to do it for the first quarter. We played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the first period as we take a look at the stats. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keeping those vibes going here in the second quarter. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. They'll try the run. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Breaks into the open. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. The Eagles kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Leaves it with the running back. Got the first down and more. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
This has got it all working, right? It's just been tough. This defense is on its heels, can't figure it out. A bunch of plays in a row now, a bunch of success. This offense is doing what they want to do, how they want to do it. Defense is going to need to do something different to try to mix up this rhythm. First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an...
And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Eagles!
And I tell you what, Reese, I'm not picking a team unless I got a guy that can do something like this in the quarterback spot. I need an athlete. I need a little bit of mobility. Just dictates too much to the defense. QB runs in for 6.
And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. Wasn't quite able to shake loose as he steps out of bounds at the 22. The Minutemen going back to work on offense. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Immediately fires to the middle. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
Looking for a man. It's Nicholson. He's going for the big play. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd. Trying to pick up a first down. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Finds a man on the right. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Offside, defense.
So they'll decline the penalty, pleased with the results of that last play. A costly penalty for this defense gives them a 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Got his man. No chance to run, but they still move it forward.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Wants to throw it. Throws to the wideout. Catch in the middle, it's Kelly. They're ripping. Chunks of yardage, they get it to the 33. This UMass offense is moving quickly down the field. The give to the tailback. Knocked down at the 29 after a pickup of 4.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6. UMass just kept it on the ground to move the sticks, and they might rely on that offensive line again. A first down run on the doorstep. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Off the play fake. Under fire. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, UMass. Looking for the tie with the extra point. Well, that didn't necessarily go as planned, but it was most effective in the end.
I love it, Reese. Down in the red zone, this quarterback didn't have anybody open. Didn't panic. He just decided, man, I'm going to go do this myself. I'm going to use my wheels and put up 6 on the board. He did just that.
On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Eastern Michigan takes over as the offense heads to the field. They'll run it out of the shotgun. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Finds his man. It's great. They'll mark him out of bounds at about the 29-yard line. Let's step back here and look big picture for Eastern Michigan. For some teams, the road into the top 25 can be a little more treacherous than for others. And once you get there, you've got to convince the rest of the country you deserve to stay.
And I think that's what's next for this squad. They've earned the right to get in the top 25. People are noticing what they're doing. Now, let's continue to build on it because they haven't proven they're a top 10 team, and they want to get to that point.
Yeah, let's stay hungry. Let's not be satisfied with the fact that we just broke into the top 25. Let's get in the top 20, top 15, top 10. Let's make the college football playoff. Don't want to get ahead of your skis here too early. It's a nice thing to be inside the top 25 now, but you want to continue to get better.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
They're a couple of yards short of the first down, but the offense will stay out there on 4th down. Unleashes one. Hauls it in easily enough for the first down. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on 4th down. Eastern Michigan has it and a fresh set of downs. Quickly complete. Out of bounds right at the 20-yard line. Edge of the red zone, and they have their eyes on a score. Just on the edge of the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 21. Quarterback on the move, still looking. It's picked off, and that's number 10.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Got him downfield. Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 with the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Looking to pass, it's Nicholson. Fires complete on the crosser. The offense will quickly use a timeout.
You know, the defense doesn't have an answer for this slot guy right now. They may want to think about bracketing him, having a defender play to the outside and to the inside. Probably some sort of zone coverage where you're trying to get 2 bodies, forcing the quarterback to have to go somewhere else with the ball.
IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this 3rd down play. Clock running. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. The Minutemen come to the line on 3rd and short. Looking to throw for it. Under fire. And he just throws it away on 3rd down. I don't think you can give up on a play like that. UMass will line up to punt it away. On his way back from the 20. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the 1st half. To the air on first down. Finds his man. It's Johnson. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Back to pass on second down. Dances away. Grabbed behind the line. It's Gray. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Eastern Michigan going fast. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Unloads to the wideout. Zips it out to his man. They'll rush to the line. Clock stop for the first down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock. He'll keep it himself. Oh, he just handled it poorly. And it's oh, he's got some space. And the defense got it. Touchdown, Minutemen. The defense putting points on the board.
Man, defenses are always trying to force turnovers to get the ball back to their offense, make those big plays. You know what the cherry on the sundae is? When you force the turnover, the pill hits the ground, you scoop it up, and you take it all the way back to the house. Huge play for this defense.
And he passes on the touchback. Here it comes. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see just how aggressive they'll be. Wants to go up top on first down. He rifles one deep to the left. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
Eastern Michigan.
Just enough time for one final play in this half. Looking to throw on first down. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. And it's a touchdown. It is also a play in which there is a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. Maybe a momentary scare for that offense when they saw it. It's on the defense to climb. Touchdown stands.
Well, I don't know if there was a lot of question with respect to who that ball was going to be going to. This quarterback knows who his best playmaker is, and on the final play of the first half, he was looking him up. It wasn't going to be easy, but they were able to execute, get on the same page, score the touchdown, and they've got the lead.
That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Thanks, guys. Tough to beat a good half of football in a great town like Ypsilanti. These quarterbacks have been wheeling and dealing. A little bit of everything through two quarters. Exactly what we expected all week, if not even exceeding those lofty expectations. Feels like the defense that can at least contain one of these dual threats is going to be celebrating a hard-fought victory, although easier said than done. And just like that, let's send it back to the guys inside the factory.
locked up here in the third quarter as he's set to kick it away. And he'll return it and try to get behind his blocker. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Eastern Michigan has it back as the Eagle offense returns to the field. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the... Gonna let it fly. Working that deep right side, an excellent concentration on the catch.
Well, I'll tell you, there are a lot of coordinators out there that would want to set up the... Especially on the first play of the drive, maybe run the ball, and then a few plays later, go play action, make it look the same before shooting it downfield. They just did it right away on first down, first play of the drive. If you get the matchup, take the shot, and that's exactly what happened. Nice job.
An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
They're going to go right back to him on first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Eagles in a good spot here with second and short. Looking to fire. Got his man quickly. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success. First half, so in the third quarter, they come out, and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch. Eastern Michigan will line up with a first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
Well, this ain't good for the offense. When you get down close to the goal line, you don't want to be going backwards. They can't sustain more negative plays.
Man, what a huge play from this defense. Everything looked bleak. Now they've completely flipped this situation around, put the offense a little bit behind the 8 ball.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
It's looking like they're going to have to throw this one in now on third down, David. And you know the execution just has to be spot on. Timing especially at the quarterback position here.
And thinking about the defense, they're aggressive in these situations. They're going to play man. They're going to play uptight on you. So I know that. Now how do I counterpunch and attack this defense?
They'll look to throw on third and goal. He's going for the goal line. They'd hope to be able to pick up enough after the catch, but a good stop leaves them with a 4th and short.
Really good job by the defense being physical, understanding the situation in the game. The ball's going to come out quick. You know that. Go make the tackle, force the 4th down.
Now on the option. Touchdown, Eagles. And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half.
And you see the option being such a pain in the behind of the best programs in college football. When you got quarterbacks that have those multiple options, they're making you play very disciplined, and the QB takes it himself, gets in for the score.
UMass 21.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The UMass offense returns to the field. They're down by a touchdown, but hoping to dial up some plays and pull even in what's turning out to be a really good football game. They'll leave it with him. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to fall back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
He'll keep it on the sneak.
QB sneak. Gain of 2.
UMass getting set to snap it on 1st and 10. They've got him looking run, but they're going to throw it. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something.
There he goes. Quick. Oh, my goodness, he's still moving. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the 1st down. This UMass offense is moving quickly down the field. To the air, it's Nicholson. Snagged out of the air. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the 1st down.
Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. UMass now faces a 3rd and short. They'll send the back in motion. They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. And it's incomplete as he was trying to finish the drive with a score.
On that 3rd down, they took a shot in the end zone, just couldn't connect. QB and receiver not on the same page, and now it's decision time if you're the head coach on 4th.
Makes the catch. He gets it in. Touchdown, Minutemen.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, Dave. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Eastern Michigan takes over as the offense heads to the field. That touchdown lead they had has disappeared, and now we have a whole new ball game as they start the drive. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Quarterback on the keeper. And he scoots his way to the 1st down and then slides to avoid the hit. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Wants to throw on 1st down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long, different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. That's why the ball falls in.
That was a nice catch right near the line of scrimmage. Man, you want to get some yak after the catch and try to make a play, but that defense was right on him. Got him on the ground too quick.
Wide receiver comes in motion. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Makes the catch on the left. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29.
This is a shootout. Both offenses up and down the field. They're generating explosive plays. It feels like which team has the ball last may win, but give the quarterback a lot of credit that time because, again, he saw a beautiful look to take a shot into, and he throws an absolute dime.
Put it right on him. Sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the 1st down. The Eagles didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. And the defense makes the tackle, but not before he gets down to the 2. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. They fought tooth and nail through 3, and it is all locked up as we take a look at the stats. We've swapped sides of the field, and we are ready for the finish as the fourth quarter gets underway. So the final period starts with a second down play. The RPO, fire complete to the left. Touchdown, Eastern Michigan. They move on top here in the fourth. If this dude were a kitchen knife, he would be slicing tomatoes so thin your in-laws would never come back to your house.
Well, that'd be a good thing. I don't know if I want my in-laws to come back anyways, but he's been on fire. He's been absolutely torching this defense. They've had absolutely no answers for him.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Minutemen going back to work on offense. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
Well, we've got a close game here at the start of the fourth quarter, right? This team obviously is down, but they're not playing it close to the vest. Being aggressive, first play of the drive, trying to throw it down the field. They're going to have to complete some of these if they're going to get this comeback win in this game.
He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. The Minutemen come to the line on third and short. Back to pass, it's Nicholson. Here's the pressure. Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play. UMass will line up to punt it away. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Eastern Michigan has it back as the Eagle offense returns to the field. And what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. On the run, it's great. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Eagles are at the line trying to move the sticks on third and short. He's looking to throw on third and short. Got it in the middle, it's Johnson. Offense on the move. A big play there, gets it to the 30. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to third down. You get them to those.
And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Man, those last two plays were disasters, and now it's 3rd and 17. He's looking downfield to throw. Fires to the tight end. He does not get there. Stopped at the 25-yard line, and let's see what they do now on 4th down.
How about this defense? They needed to come up with a big stop, and they did. Great job trailing late in this football game, probably forcing the punt here, and a chance to set up your offense with great field position, and they need a score.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, your game is a big one, but so is this battle right now inside the Mountain West. Air Force is down, but they are not out of it. Not there in Colorado Springs, one of the more enjoyable places to watch a game in all of college football. They're trailing by 13 to Wyoming. The Mountain West likes to keep things interesting, fellas, and we'll circle back if anything big happens.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Punts it out of the air. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
And this offense is going to have to come up clutch, man. Like late in the football game, you are trailing. This is why you get paid the big bucks. This is why the quarterback is the glamour position. Like, you've got to trust him. He's got to come through. They got to put a few drives together here to get back in this football.
Running free. The 20. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, UMass.
I love the execution on that play. Great blocking up front just to get the ball carrier an opportunity in the second level of the defense. And then at that point, it was make a guy miss and use the speed. That was a perfectly executed play.
Eastern Michigan, 38. UMass, 35.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Eastern Michigan takes over as the offense heads to the field. Guys, that last trip, a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, and I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talking about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. It was a nice job moving the football, but they got to get in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think to do that, they just got to be more physical at the point of attack, get some push up front. They need to be the best running team in this game to win.
He'll do it himself. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football, that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward.
Turning it on! That's why a good running game is a coach's and quarterback's best friend when you're trying to put the lid on the game. Eastern Michigan has it and a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Quickly complete. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
Not able to hook up there, incomplete. Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the big fella. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 for the first down. The Eagles are on the move. Motion from the wide receiver. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they've knocked him down at the 17.
And that's really nice offensively because you're in the red zone. You do have an opportunity to add to your lead here, but you're staying in bounds. I think the clock right now is the most important thing. How can we keep this thing ticking away? By going down in bounds, you're doing exactly that.
Tough, determined run, gets it down to the 12. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Eagles pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Here's the handoff. Touchdown, Eagles! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a 2-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up, but getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The UMass offense returns to the field. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. He lobs one high down the left side. Makes the grab inside the 30. Off to the races. Touchdown, UMass. Once he got some room, it was over. has been surgical. Precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for it. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
We'll see how aggressive this defense is with just a few minutes to play. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Gets it across the 30 to the 31, a pickup of 5. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. The Eagles can really attack on this 2nd and short. The give to the back. They get him on the ground at the 36 after a pickup of 5. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
Well, this offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
We'll head to the 2-minute timeout. Tight ball game here, and this offense will try to milk the clock. And the Eagles can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Sends it back in motion. Leaves it with the back. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line.
All right, so I know the defense is going to be aggressive, right? They got their stop. They forced a 3rd down. How aggressive does the offense want to be in response? Because if I throw the football, get a 1st down, I can run this clock almost out. This defense has to make a choice, but this offense, how aggressive do you want to be?
Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 40. Now they'll run the draw. He's not going to get there, and this defense really needed a stop like that.
Yeah, the offense was trying to go draw, make it look like pass, but I'll tell you, the linebackers weren't fooled. They came down hard quickly, got into the backfield, and got the tackle for loss.
Eastern Michigan will be forced to punt. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. Sends his first one of the day on its way, and that matches the number of appearances he had in that win last week. Found a little running room on that one, picked up some nice blocks before he's run out of bounds. The Minutemen going back to work on offense. And if you list the priorities here, Jesse, first thing, get your kicker into his comfort zone.
It's a balance here between being conservative and being aggressive. You know that a field goal obviously puts you in a position to win this game, but, David, I don't hate being aggressive here either.
No, I'm going to be aggressive. I'm not leaving it up to my kicker if I have a choice. I trust my offense. I make the plays I know I can make. I watch the clock, but I stay aggressive.
Looking to throw, it's Nicholson. Trying to get rid of it. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss. All right, guys, let's take a minute and think about UMass. He's been under pressure all season, and they really haven't done much to turn down that heat. It's just hard to imagine that this guy will be back leading this program next year.
Yeah, and you want to see him finish strong, and I think Coach needs to finish strong. All the negativity swirling around the program, obviously, you hear it. It's a part of it. The kids hear it, but finishing strong would kind of ease some of that. But Palmer, it's the body of work. Everything he did this season is going to be taken into account, and it's going to be tough, I think, for him to keep his job.
It's a combination of wins and losses this year, but it's also about who's out there. There's some good big-time candidates, some good coaches that could come in. We know they...
He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Plenty of fireworks in this one. A lot of points. They always talk about having the chalk last, and it seemed like whoever was on offense had the last laugh.
And it's amazing how much offense has just boomed in college football. So good, so many ways to hurt you, and you saw both of these offenses put on a show today, Jeff.